The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
It's probably the most dangerous lesson of all, too. The male ego is the most sensitive and most dangerous thing the world has to offer.
Yes.
So I was very...
Just say that again one more time. Say that one more time.
The male ego is the most sensitive and dangerous thing in the world.
Hello everyone, it's QueenVLionz back to you with another video. This video pertains to the updates in the Jamea Jonae Harris story. Before I begin, I would like to extend my continued condolences and support to the Harris family as you are gripping the loss of your child and mother at this time. According to reports, County Circuit Judge Daniel Purett on Thursday, October 23, 2025, denied a motion to recuse himself from presiding over the capital homicide case of former Alabama basketball player Darius Miles, rejecting arguments from defense attorneys who alleged bias in his handling of pre-trial matters. In an order filed Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, Judge Purett wrote that the undersigned is not biased for or against any party in this case, adding that none of his actions or courtroom conduct would lead a reasonable person to question the court's impartiality. The motion was argued at a hearing earlier in October by defense attorney Mary Turner of Turner Law Group. As previously reported, Miles is charged with capital homicide in the January 2023 unaliving of Jamea Jonae Harris, a 23-year-old Birmingham mother on Gray Street near the Strip in Tuscalossa. Co-defendant Michael Davis has already gone to trial and was found guilty of capital homicide and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole on May 9th, 2025. He is currently serving his sentence at a correctional facility. Miles stands accused of providing Davis with the weapon used in the incident, with prosecutors arguing that he knew the weapon would be used in the commission of a violent crime. The Turner Law Group has argued self-defense in the incident, insisting that Miles and Davis felt threatened by the victim's partner, Cedric Johnson, who was driving his girlfriend's car at the time of the fatal unaliving, and touched Davis during the exchange of gunfire. Jamea Jonae Harris was sitting in the passenger seat of the car and unalived almost instantly when she was struck in the face by a bullet. Turner then filed a motion to recuse earlier in October of this year, arguing that Judge Purett's comments and courtroom management showed possible prejudice and warranted his removal. The motion came after more than 2 years of pre-trial hearings, including disputes over immunity claims, bond requests, and access to discovery materials. In the 8-page order, the judge rejected each example cited by the defense, writing that they reflected routine courtroom management rather than bias. During the last hearing, when the motion was considered, Judge Purritt also noted that Miles' legal team had received more accommodations from this court than any other defendant in the judge's time on the bench. The judge also addressed a claim from the defense regarding his reference to Miles' apparent lack of truthfulness during an interview with investigators. He said that comment merely summarized testimony from a law enforcement witness, not his own opinion of Miles' credibility, and that unlike the models cited by defense attorneys, he made no public statements or personal determinations that could influence a jury. The judge further dismissed arguments that his remarks about the probability of conviction or likely sentence indicated bias, saying those terms are taken directly from the Alabama Rules of Criminal Procedure, which governs how judges evaluate bond requests in capital cases. The defendant's argument is without merit. The judge continued to wrote, emphasizing that his previous rulings were based strictly on law and evidence, not on personal opinion. With the motion being denied, the judge will continue to preside over the case as Miles awaits trial, with jury selection to begin on December 1st, 2025. It should also be noted that in April of this year, a wrongful unaliving lawsuit against two former Alabama basketball players have been dismissed following a settlement, according to federal court records. The family of Jamea Jonae Harris filed a federal lawsuit against former Alabama players Darius Miles, Brandon Miller, and defendant Michael Davis after Harris was touched and unalived in January 2023. The federal court records indicate a joint motion was filed to dismiss the wrongful unaliving lawsuit with prejudice. U.S. District Judge Anna Manasco ordered the dismissal and approved the establishment of a trust to be set up for Jamea Jonae Harris's child, who was 5 at the time when his mother was unalived. Condolences to the Harris family. I can't begin to imagine the pain, trauma this family has experienced and is currently experiencing as they await for the second trial in this case. In addition to the pain and hurt of Jamea Jonae Harris's child, who is experiencing the loss of his number one supporter, I hope that the family looks into options of support programs as this baby navigates his feelings moving forward throughout life's journey. These are my thoughts. This unfortunate incident could have been prevented had these monsters taken the L and walked away. The male ego is truly a dangerous thing that the world has to offer, and it cost another life because the ego was bruised. Miles, one of the monsters in this case, is doing everything to avoid his role in this unfortunate tragedy, trying to delay the inescapable moments of accountability, while his co-conspirator/monster in this case, Davis, could be seen crying as he turned to speak to his family. Well, at least he can talk to his family. Miss Harris's child, family, and loved ones will never get to see her again in this lifetime, never get to celebrate another holiday or birthday or another life moment with her because you monsters chose to be the judge, jury, and ultimately executioner of someone's child, mother, loved one, and community member. But this speaks to the larger problem we face as a community and as a society as a whole. We are losing out because of egos. Families are left to pick up the pieces because we are not addressing the fact that Black women are not being protected even in the presence of another quote-unquote male, regardless of relationship status. If someone wants to hurt us, they will find a way, and the narrative will spin into why the victim or survivor do to get that treatment and not holding accountable the monster who committed the act. We must protect Black women in private and in public, because if we continue on this course of not giving a flip, we will continue to having the same result and having no one to blame but ourselves. I urge everyone who comes across this video to understand that today it can be someone who you don't know, and tomorrow it can be someone close to you. Silence is no longer an option. Ring the alarm. Say their names, known and unknown. Protect Black mothers. Protect Black women. Say her name, Jamea Jonae Harris. Justice for Jamea Jonae Harris. And as always, please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.